Right, guys. Manchester United have just beaten West Ham United 1-0 in the FA Cup. What is it? Last 16, fifth round, same thing. The goal came from Scott McTominay in extra time. It was just a case of the player was in the right place at the right time. It was a bit of a mess in the penalty area. Rashford sort of flicked it towards McTominay, and it fell perfectly in McTominay's stride, and he just pelted it into the bottom corner, really. Fabianski didn't have much of a chance. And I'll be honest, it wasn't a thriller. I mean, there were only 5 real big moments in the game that I can think of. The first being, which one came first? It would have been the clash of heads, I suppose. So Issa Diop, who came on as sub for Bonner, who was injured, just went headed straight into Anthony Martial. Weirdly enough, the way that Issa Diop went into Martial, like he properly went into him, you'd have thought that Martial would have been worse off because of the impact he would have taken. But Issa Diop was the one who had the injury, so I hope it's not too bad for him. It was. I think it's the first case of the concussion injuries where you get an extra sub for it. So West Ham had 4 subs. There was a good opportunity for Marcus Rashford at the start of the second half. The ball was flicked up in the air by a defender. He chest controlled it, and the keeper came very close to him. But I felt he should have scored. He just needed to put it to the side of the keeper. I'm sure on another day he probably does score that, but it wasn't a great effort from him for that one. I'm trying to think of chances that did happen in the first half. There was absolutely nothing for West Ham in terms of chances. I'll tell you what happened in the first half. Victor Lindelof had a header. It was deflected. It was a bit of a tame header, really, but it was deflected by a West Ham player, and Fabianski managed to get hands on it and tip it onto the post. It was a very good save by him. And Man United spent the majority of the first 90 minutes just not really creating many chances, but with the ball, like with possession around 30, 40 yards away from goal and not really doing much with it. Although whenever they did try and go for it, West Ham did defend very well, considering they had 2 right backs on the pitch and only 1 centre back for the majority of the game. And they were solid defensively. Anything that came into the box, they just cleared. And yeah, West Ham played very well. And one of the players who impressed me, who came on for West Ham, was Johnson. I'm not sure what his first name is. I think it might be Ben Johnson. He played left midfield, and he, if anything, looked like it was going to be created for West Ham. It looked like it was going to come through him. He put in some good crosses, especially in extra time. Side Ben Rama had a good chance of a header, but he put it straight at Dean Henderson, and that's probably West Ham's best chance of the game, and he definitely should have done better with it. That's all that really happens in the game. I've gone through pretty much everything there. But what another key moment that wasn't really to do with the game was when Donny van der Beek got subbed off for United. Obviously, it hasn't worked out for him so far at United. I don't know if it will. I mean, when you've got to fight for your place with Bruno Fernandes, it's always going to be hard. I don't think he is that player that United fans and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer think he is. I think he's more like the Genie Wijnaldum type. I don't think he's a number 10 like Bruno Fernandes. But that seems to be wherever Ollie's whenever he plays him, that seems to be where he's played at number 10. And I've never seen him play on the pitch at the same time as Bruno Fernandes. I think he should be playing the role that Fred usually plays, and have obviously you've got Fred and McTominay, a very good partnership, or McTominay and Pogba. I think what United need to try and do is play Matic with Van de Beek, so you've got some defensive solidarity, and play him alongside Bruno Fernandes, because in that Ajax team, which is what I'm basing Van de Beek off, that's what I saw of him in the Champions League the year Liverpool won it, 2019. There were a few standout players in that team, obviously. Matthijs de Ligt, Daley Blind, Nicolas Tagliafico, who else played well in that team? Frankie de Jong, Dusan Tadic. I also remember, who's the striker who played for them? He's still there now, I can't think of his name. I've forgotten his name, but Van de Beek was one of the standout players. He scored the goal against Tottenham in the first leg of the semi-final, which they won 1-0. And in that team, he didn't play as a number 10. He played as not the sitting midfielder, because that was like De Jong's job, but he played in a centre mid role with another central midfielder. I can't think of who the other one was, really, though. It was the one who scored the free kick against Real Madrid, where it just went over the wall and curled in top corner. But I think that's what United need to try. Anyway, there's two teams in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup now, and they are Bournemouth and Manchester United. And that's pretty much all I've got for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.